Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Anthony Fallon, Tone 7 Sports Channel. Let's go. Kind of dark in here, you know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, this is my first video in a while. Like I said, I just been sitting back, just listening to a lot of stuff, not on YouTube, but just listening, kind of coming up with, with my own thing that I wanted to do. And I just want to start off with cuts. Um, Going into next year's 2019 season. Um, Cowboys the Cowboys don't really need to make a lot of adjustments. Um, really, we just need to bolster our roster, faster, stronger, more intelligent. More playmakers. You know what I'm saying, particularly on the defensive side, because we were not good at turning the ball over. We had a little streak where we was getting an interception every game at the least, but it's like at like mid season going towards the end. But we need these guys to like really our secondary to really step it up. To be a little bit be on the gamble at the right time when you have played yourself in position to intercept the ball, to pick the ball off the sky. You know, we saw a lot of that where looked like Byron or Cheeto could could have all he had to do was just turn around. You know what I'm saying, uh, to prevent a catch. You know what I'm saying, just swat the ball down, something like that. Um, but we definitely need them to be definitely more aggressive on the when the air is in the ball. I mean, when the ball is in the air. Sorry about that. But also, the defensive line, we need more beef. And some of these changes are going to be drastic, and it might be some players that we don't even want to get rid of. But this is my opinion, and that's all I really have is my opinion. And I like to see it. Know if you know someone in the administration office, front office of Dallas is taking a look at my video and just kind of just taking this opinion. Like, hey, it makes sense. Um, and what another reason why potential draft picks, whether it's for this up and coming draft or next or the year or 2020's draft. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's another thing for me. Another avenue is to start stockpiling draft picks because the team is pretty much right there. Just some little tweaks, better coaching, better a better attack offensively, more style up front defensively, more playmaking on the back end defensively. You know what I'm saying? And that team is almost there. Special teams, kickoff return, punt return. Maybe we do keep Tavon Austin. You know, I'm not mad with that if we do. Now, okay, now let's get to the rosters. Let's get to the roster. Who's on? Who's going to be off and on? Let's go with third string first. Um, and fourth string, Dalton Schultz, I say we keep because I think he has potential. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Defensively, okay, we got C.J. Goodwin, Chris Covington, Taco Charlton, Daniel Ross on third string. And I think we keep all of them. Goodwin could possibly go, but I think more he could be a free safety as well, so he's a little bit more flexible. I think we can keep him. You know what I'm saying? If he develop his cover skills, particularly in zone because we do play a zone defense. And I like his size. So I say we keep him. Daniel Ross is gone. He's cut off the third. He's no longer third string. He's no longer third string. Daniel Ross. Now, on offense, I say we keep Mike White. I say we keep Mike White. Darius Jackson, I haven't seen enough of him. I have not seen enough of him. And Rico. I say we keep Rico and Schultz. Now, is are we gonna keep Blood? Or are we gonna keep Jarwin or Swain? I like how Jarwin came out. Swain got injured twice in the season, and his second injury put him out for the rest of the season for the most part. I think they have done. They have, well, maybe it's on Rico, but also Rico needs. He needs to be out. He needs to be out on the field, and he needs to be a flex tight end. I think he should drop another 10 pounds. He's about 280 right now. I think that's a little too big. I just think that if he dropped down to 270, 265, um, but also get his upper body up where he can also inline block. What I'm saying, that from time to time, but they flex him out. He's a vertical threat tight end, and I don't know why they try to use him on the shorter routes. He needs to get downfield and use his jumping ability, his basketball skills. Let basketball skills come into play, which is that he was a power forward, so he's used to rebound and snatching balls out the air with that height. So Rico stays, and that's all we have on on this web on supposed to be the official website. Hold on a second. Oh man, I'm gonna have to edit that. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, so let's go back to second team defense. Okay, Darian Thompson, don't know who that is. Potential cut. Kayvon Frazier, we're gonna have to cut Kayvon. Trade him, put it in a trading package, something. Anthony Brown. I like Brown. I think we're gonna let him go to free agency, to see what it's worth. And if nobody picks him up, then we can just pick him back up and hopefully we get him at a better price. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we know Van Der Esch. Now Joe Thomas and March Lillard. I don't know about them, man. They're both undersized. They're like strong safeties playing linebacker, and yes, we could use that speed to in certain packages, but they're going to be certain packages. I mean, simple as that. I mean, I don't know how good they are shed blocking and getting downfield when the run needs to be stuffed. Put it back. When the run needs to be stuffed. So that could be an issue. I prefer bigger linebackers that are just as mobile and as just as fast and very instinctive. You know what I'm saying? In the pass coverage as well. Yes, and so maybe one of those two. I think we only need one that size. And he could be a flex linebacker. More the inside, playing the middle. As a backup. So or nickel packages and stuff like that, like the 3-3-5 and saying something like that. Because we definitely could have used that either the 2-4-5 or the 3-3-5 defense when we played St. Louis Rams. Man to man on top of that, and just hit them in the mouth because they definitely hit us in the mouth in that playoff game. So I think one of the two got to go, and I think we can upgrade that position, as well. So that's on Dorrance Armstrong. I think he has potential to be a solid player as for now. I think, yeah, I don't know how high his ceiling is, but I think he can, as he develops. And I know Marinelli's gonna develop him. Marinelli's the only one that's only coach on the Cowboys that is developing his talent. Truly. Dorrance Armstrong, I think good size, 255. He would probably be an outside linebacker if he was in 3-4, depending on his mobility and agility and stuff like that and speed. Um, but yeah, I think we should give it. I think we're gonna keep him. David Irving. David Irving is not all that good. He's not as good as. Yeah, I think we can let him go. I think we should have traded him. To be honest with you, um, he just doesn't show up. And that's because due to missing games from suspensions, from suspensions and stuff like that. With the PEDs and whatnot. Then he was injured. I mean, let him go. Yeah, he might be a talent. He's super strong, undersized, but he's strong. I mean, he has the potential to be like an Aaron Donald, but it seemed like he can't get it together. But I think we let David Irving go. Let him find his own way. Karan Reed, potential cut. Randy Gregory, it looked like he was doing pretty good. He came on strong. He was kind of in and out. Came on strong towards the end of the season. He played a little better. Had some penalties that went against him and stuff. But hey, he was playing though. I got to give him that. And some of them were bad calls. I think we keep Randy Gregory. I know we've been through a lot with him too. So, but he might go just because of that. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't surprise me. I'm like, well, if you want to do that, we might as well just trade him. To be honest with you, get something out of it. That's what I'm all about. Just trade him. Get his. It's all about getting those draft picks, man, and finding that and groom those diamond in the roughs. Those between those third and fifth rounders. Or really, sometimes six. Though, or just say later rounds. Offensively, second team, Corey Fleming, we keep him because honestly, what I feel like we should do, Corey Fleming should play right tackle. He should play right tackle, and Lyle Collins move back to left guard. Connor Williams, young guy, it's his first complete season. He played okay, just okay. Played like a rookie. But Connor Williams should be the swing offensive lineman wherever they need him to fit. Because he's more agile, but he has average to good strength. I think he needs some more strength and just more experience. But I think he should be the swing tackle. And Collins, left guard, Fleming, right tackle. And I think we're good. Suafila, yeah. I think we should keep Suafilo. Adam Redmond, he's young. I think we just keep all linemen, to be honest with you, if we can. Just keep all our linemen and groom those guys and let them, all swing. You know what I'm saying? Redmond and Williams, and I think that Fleming should be the right tackle. Blake Jarwin, keep. Tavon, we can keep or we can cut him. How my Cowboy fans, I don't know if y'all going to agree with me on. You're not going to agree with me on all things, but just take it all in because I'm going to work this. Tavon Austin, fast, quick, punt return specialist, kickoff return specialist. Almost took it to the house. One of the games that we needed a good score. Needed that quick score. So we never tested to see how he would work in the slot. And I mean, I guess they already know maybe through practice or whatnot. Of course, we had to worry about injury with Tavon Austin. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I didn't like the fact that they had him as a web back, whatever that is. I don't know what the hell is a web back. Because if that shit that they did this year with Tavon Austin was a web back, it was not it was not doing anything. It was not surprising anybody because they know if he gets in, then it's going to be a jet sweep screen. You know what I'm saying? Put him out on the edge, man, in the slots. Motion him out of the backfield or something. You know what I'm saying? Give him something to think about because we didn't do that, and we did that the first week. What was it? Yeah, was it the first week we played? Yeah, we played Carolina. It was either Carolina or somebody. Between the first and third week, with Tavon Austin had a pretty good game and stuff. Um, so yeah, because I think he could. I think he's maybe he don't have the hands of Beasley. I say that he don't have the hands of Beasley, but as far as quick, Beasley ain't got it. Beasley ain't got it like he do. As far as speed, hell no. I would rather put a deep threat in slot. You know what I'm saying? Because a deep threat that can run good routes, has some pretty decent hands, at least catch the ball when he's open. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But he can get in and out of his cuts, but he can also take it the distance. Tell me, when have you seen Beasley take it the distance? When have you seen Beasley really break free? I mean, yeah, he might got some rack, but I'm talking about shifty, make you miss, and can take it to the house from 70 yards out. He's your game breaker. That's why I like Tavon Austin, and that's why I prefer to keep him if you're gonna go that route. But I got something else I'm gonna interject. I like Gallup. Of course, when he's not going anywhere, I think he's going to be much he's going to be improved. He's going to improve a lot, especially if um what's his name? Yeah, Cooper. Especially under the tutelage of Amari Cooper, I would try to pick his brain on how and train with him on how to run routes. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of those cuts like Cooper do, because they are both about the same size. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely I think Michael Gallup is going to be huge. And I think he done took the number 2 spot. Noah Brown. They said they like him for the supporting the run game. Is that it? That's all you like him for? I mean, damn, you could find plenty of those. I mean, shit. That's all you're going to use him for. That just sucks. I mean, you can find better. You can find better. You can find better talent and put him to better use. If I can understand, he's a decent run blocker in the pat when they're in a passing set, 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receiver set. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But that just takes effort. He's not a deep threat. He's not. He's more of a possession pass catcher, intermediate kind of wide receiver, big frame. 6'5", 220, with some decent speed, top end speed. Anyway, I don't know about in and out of his cuts. Maybe he needs to refine his route tree. But I don't think we used him correctly, and I think he should try to find something else. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kept him. Okay. Of course, we know Alan Hearns is gone. So, Rod Smith. I think Rod Smith would be better off going. I like Rod. I like Rod. I think he comes in and does a good job. They don't give him enough reps because they trying to feed Zeke. But I thought they at some point throughout the season they were using Zeke too much, and I thought they should have used the both of them pretty often throughout the whole season. I mean, I know Zeke had to get going because Zeke looked like he was out of shape. You know what I'm saying? For the first 6 games or so, like he wasn't getting those runs, man. Those game breaking runs like he was his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? He was taking it to the house and stuff. So it's funny how in 3 seasons things change. I mean, maybe it was the offensive line too a little bit this year, so can't fully blame it on Zeke. But Rod Smith, I like. He could be a starter somewhere and get that pay. And I like Bo Scarborough. To be honest with you, I think we need a thumper. Rod Smith is not a thumper. Him and Zeke are pretty much the same type of back. uh, pretty pretty solid, durable, solid backs. You know that 6'1", 220 range. You know, very bulky, uh, big backs, but not just all right outright physical. You know what I'm saying? They got some finesse to them as well, and they're both the same as far as their archetypes and stuff like that. Just that Zeke is something different. You know, a little better. And his repertoire and his skill set. You know what I'm saying? So Rod Smith is not that he doesn't have that track speed. But I think we need a thumper. I think Bo Scarborough could have done some damage in spelling Zeke this year, or the three of them. That's what I was in favor of. Um, Cooper Rush gone. I like Mike White. He has it at home. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Cooper Rush. No. Nope. 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 Okay. Of course, Dak, Zeke stay. Mari Cooper stay. Hearns out. Of course, Beasley. Don't resign Beasley. Don't resign Beasley. Um, I think y'all can find a far better talent. And like I said, Tavon Austin. And I was thinking this, but they have already released him and let him go into free agency. Terrence Williams. Uh, they didn't resign his. They didn't pick up his option this season, and so uh, he's going to be a free agent. I think he might go to New Orleans because Terrence Williams could be a solid number two with a quarterback like Drew Brees. He can get open. He's just not the deep threat like you think he is, but he's a hell of a route runner, and he got some nimbleness to him. He's a little nimble, and I thought that he could be a better. I think that he could be a better slot receiver than Beasley because I just think he's faster. He's faster. He's faster. Period. May not be as shifty as Beasley, but I think he runs routes just as good. I think his hands are exceptional. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he's open, wide open and stuff, and he can find those soft spots in the zone. Because it's been plenty of times when he was playing where Terrence Williams was wide open. You know what I'm saying? Even when during the Dez times, you know what I'm saying, before Dez started breaking down. Uh, so I just thought that could have been a possible. Is like, don't re-sign Beasley, keep Terrence Williams, or since they let him off, didn't pick up his 50-year option or whatever. Let him go into free agency, and you might be able to pick him up, get him for cheap if he doesn't go anywhere by the time after the draft and stuff like that. By the time June comes, you know. Uh, James Olawale, fullback. I think we could use a fullback. Shit, I mean, damn, you could put Rod Smith at fullback. To be honest with you, I thought we should have operated out of a two running back set any damn way. You know, talking about the shotgun and stuff like that. Because both of them are good pass catchers. Zeke and Rod Smith, I think, is better than way better than Olawale. So, well, Rod Smith may not have that dog in him, you know, to block. You know what I'm saying? But Garrett just don't use all his weapons properly. Simple as that. Swain, I think he's on a contract still. I think he got maybe about 2, maybe 3 years left on his contract. So I don't think he's going anywhere. But I just think that they're gonna have to let one of these tight ends go because having 4 on the depth chart, you know, it's going to stop the growth of Schultz and Gathers if they're not going to use them. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Smith, I don't know what the fuck's up with him, but he looked like he's declining, man. I mean, I hope not. I just hope that he just get healthy and be back to himself. But he had a very difficult time with the speed rush. Very difficult time with the speed rush. And if Tyron is not retiring or won't take a pay cut, then how about this for an option? If you have a problem with the speed rush, we get a draft. We can move one of our other linemen to left guard and groom them up. You know what I'm saying? And move Tyron into the inside left guard position. That'll bolster that. Okay. Uh, Hopefully we get Frederick back. We got Joe Looney. Joe Looney, of course, we're gonna keep him. Lyle Collins, you're on the watch, buddy. Because if you're not moving the left guard, man, right tackle, you're not doing a good job. You didn't even make Pro Bowl, so you need to step your game up. I think at least you made Pro Bowl as a left guard. So you really need to reconsider and think about your career, bro. Honestly, starters on defense. DeMarcus Lawrence. No, they're gonna franchise him or they're gonna give him a contract. Give that boy a contract. You need to keep him. He's a cornerstone on the defensive line. Malik Collins, absolutely. Antoine Woods, you can let him go. We need to beef up. We need to beef up. You know what I'm saying? Well, we might keep Woods. He did show some promise though, but the defensive line was hurt. Tyrone Crawford trade get some that he got some value to him. And the 3-4, definitely the 3-4 because he's like 290. They got him at right end at 290. He's not fast enough to get in the backfield consistently. I mean, good motor, good effort, and we know that he's a Cowboy lifer, man, one of the captains of the squad. But good trade value too. Get a good third round, fourth round, fifth round for him. Damian Wilson, we're going to keep because we know that Jalen Smith, they're not going to re-sign this contract. I see no point in that. Okay. Cheeto Bayawuze need to get better in pass coverage and tracking down the ball. Byron Jones, the same damn thing. Heath. Oh man, we can keep Heath. We can keep Heath because Heath is solid, even though I think that the playmaking in that position needs to be better. I think we need to draft a good strong safety or a good hybrid, whether it's strong safety, free safety, or a cornerback, a big cornerback that has good range, not afraid to tackle. You know what I'm saying? That could do both. Turning some of these bigger corners into free safeties and strong safeties is not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they already got the cover skills and particularly zone. You know what I'm saying? And particularly zone. Cheeto Bay, he's good. But I think we need to find another free safety unless they feel like Darian Thompson has some potential to be solid. So I know one of the probably things that for some of y'all are that didn't like was the whole Beasley thing, was not signing Beasley. And one of the things I would like to go back to on that is that I know Corey Coleman is out there. If I would try him out at least and see where his head is at, but I think that he will be a hell of a slot receiver because he has deep threat potential. And he has some pretty decent hands. And he has speed, quickness. Put him at slot. So that's my thoughts on it. On the whole Dallas Cowboy roster is that we just need some tweaking. I hope we have a good draft. We don't have a number one pick, and we spent that at acquiring Amari Cooper this season. But I think that's okay. There's only thing is that's in the first round that I wish we can get are DTs because there are plenty DTs that are going in the first round, and that's the kind of talent that we need at defensive tackle. I ain't saying that you can't find them in the later rounds, but I'm just saying you got at least 4 DTs that's going in the first round. And I think in the top 15 or something like that, maybe. I think so. Top 15. I'm not saying that's what's right, but that's what I think. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We definitely don't need wide receivers. We need to find some linemen. If we're gonna let some of our O line go, but we definitely need DTs. I don't know what hopefully Taco will get it together this year, this up and coming season, because I think he has potential. But let's see how well groomed and how much he has listened and paid attention with the game experience that he got, and but also in practice. So let's see what he's gonna do, and Randy Gregory as well after playing a full season. Let's see how he's gonna pan out this season if they decide to keep him. So yeah, we don't need much, man. We just need the draft. It's all about stockpiling talent or not stockpiling draft picks. So that's the position that we're in. It's time to build. Like I said in one of my older videos during the season, I see a potential dynasty, as far as accruing talent and letting it display out on the field. You know what I'm saying? In order to up their draft stock, because I don't mind like Cooper Rush, Mike White. If they sign Dak, they keep Dak long term. You know what I'm saying? But they groom Mike White, and he looks like he can play the part as a starting quarterback. Groom him up and let him showcase his talent, and trade him and just find more talent. You know what I'm saying? And during the draft, you know what I'm saying? It's always talent coming through. So uh, it's that's just some of the things I would do. Just bolster up our spots, man. In case anyone goes down, find that talent, that diamond in the rough, man, that can get out there and play that nobody knows about. So it's a nice little 32-minute video chat. I haven't done one of these in a while. But my next video that I'll probably make, we're gonna start talking about the draft. So this is Anthony Fallon. It's Tone Setter Sports Channel. Peace. I'm out.